Greetings and salutations, everybody. My name is Artarius, and this is episode 1 in my season 3 playthrough of Rimworld. This is actually Rimworld 14.1234. This is the day after release on Steam, which was on the 15th, which made it so I couldn't actually play it because it freaked out and it just wouldn't let me play. And that was irritating, but there you have it. It's fixed now, I can play. There's lots of good stuff on the workshop. I'm going to show you some of those things that I'm going to be using. They also, with 14, lots of changes, lots of fixes, not a whole bunch of super large amount of content in the sense that they didn't add people breeding. They didn't add, what else? I mean, they didn't add robots into the game natively. You have to use the mod still, things like that. So I mean, but bug fixes and a lot of back end issues, a lot of balancing issues like moods and whatnot, and then the scenario situation. That is one of the big things. That's basically the big thing that they did is the scenarios, which is actually quite interesting. But before we get into that, I'm going to go ahead and point out these mods. Okay, we got the core. That's cool. Let's go ahead and we already know the miscellaneous for and we've got the miscellaneous robots and the core and training. That was these combined give you the MISC, the mobile AIs, the robots like the Hallbot and the Garden Bot and things like that. Training, which allows you to build things like an archery range or a melee range or a shooting range, so you can train things up and also get benefit from it by happiness. So that's cool. And then some more of these things. More floors. Okay, T's mod, more floors. 4 colors? I mean, 4 or 5 colors of carpet? You really don't have any capability of doing anything else? I didn't like that. And 6 new carpet colors. Orange, yellow, turquoise, purple, black, and white. Orange, turquoise, and purple. I like that. And then checkering. I like that. So we are going to go ahead and use that mod. Now we got tilled soil. This is something that I had hoped that they would. I didn't want to get the mod originally for 13 when I did my 13 playthrough, because I had hoped that they would put it in for 14. Well, they didn't. And so you're going to have to, I mean, everybody has been able to till fields since ridiculous time, since the beginning, basically. So why could you not, in fact, till soil in-game? Well, now you can. And that's with this mod from the Steam Workshop, and I'm utilizing it. Practice targets. Wait a second. Did I thought I did this already. We'll leave the training because archery, martial arts, and shooting target. Yeah, we'll leave the training one on and forget this practice targeting. Here's an additional thing. Moats. Author Jaxa did something called moats. Moats, a lot of defensive mods from this guy. Moats, though. Really, think about it. You dig a moat and you put water in it. It's not that difficult. It really isn't that difficult. And it was not in the game. This added it. That's really freaking cool. I mean, seriously, when you think about it, what is one of the basic things you can do to form a defensive line? Well, you dig a hole and you stick sticks in it. Or you dig a hole and fill it with water. So, this is the water aspect. So I like that. I cannot pronounce this word. I'm not even going to try and pronounce the word. But it's basically murder holes. Basically, you can build a wall that has murder holes in it that you can shoot out of. Now, that being said, you will in fact be able to get shot through those holes as well. But this basically allows for blocking of passages and still being able to shoot through them. That's pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead and add that. I don't know, functionally wise, I don't know how well it's going to work. Now, here are two massive mods that I thought about, and I'm not going to do this one, but this one is a really great mod. It allows you to improve relationship with visiting factions and make some money with satisfied guests, and you can recruit the visitors, conceivably, maybe, depending on how well they like the place. What this screamed at me was hotel. There's a bed and breakfast. We're allowing you to stay in our place. You pay us money. You don't have to sleep outside, kind of thing. And that's kind of neat. But it is a massive mod. It's got lots of bugs, and I feel bad for the guy because he's doing such a good job with it, but it just got a lot of bugs. And when I tried to play with it a little bit, it just started throwing out, with the developer mode on, it started throwing out errors all over the place. The game lagged. It was terrible. So I'm not going to actually do hospitality, but it's a good mod to look into if you want to do it if you just want to do vanilla with hospitality. This is a good mod to play with because it's so inclusive. It changes basically the entire dynamic of visitors. It really does. Now, here is the one I am going to choose, though. Glitter Tech. Now, we hear about glitter worlds and glitter stuff and glitter medication throughout Rimworld. And I thought, well, why not? Why is that not actually in the game? Now, conceivably, it could be something that they're going to add in later, and this has nothing to do with it, obviously. This is just a person made this mod, they liked it. But if they add it in later, whatever, great. I'll play with the vanilla, I'll play with it that's natively included in the game. But as of right now, it's not. So this adds a whole bunch of end-game stuff. Now, one big thing I noticed with the MISC mods is that it added some really good stuff, really good defensive tech, but that defensive tech ended up being so powerful that when I was raided by 65 enemy tribe members, I ripped them apart. I mean, I literally just ripped them apart. They didn't even get within shotgun distance, and they just were decimated. It was just completely eradicated, and then they'd run, and as they run, I'd kill them all, and I'd just have a whole bunch of, I'd just kill them. Now, that was, okay. That was fun. But realistically, it was not, how do you say? Challenging? Challenging. Yeah, that's a good word. That is the word I'm looking for. Challenging. However, Glitter Tech does all that and more. It adds all these cool things, but it also adds higher level enemies. Additional, what they say, well, it says right here, attracts attention of Glitter World commandos. Basically, what that is just, glitter commandos, mercenaries, and rival corporations that don't want your planet to succeed, blah, 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 blah. Lots of stuff. This adds a huge component to the end game, as it were. And so I'm going to include this in there. Because why not? I mean, really, it adds a ton to the game. So, I love Steam Workshop. Now, I love the implementation of this. What does this actually mean? Oh, down and up. Oh, that's fine. I'm so happy with the Steam implementation now as opposed to having to install the mods yourself and everything else. Joyous. So here we go. Loading. Initializing. That didn't take too long. That really didn't take too long. So we're going to go ahead and do a new colony, though. New colony. Brand new stuff. Now, here's the scenario editor. Well, not really the editor, but here's the three things scenario. The classic Rimworld experience is what this is called, Crash Land. Start with 3 people. It tells you what you start with now and what the map is scattered with. That's kind of neat. Then you have the Rich Explorer. People call you crazy for leaving your glitter world home, but why not? You can go and explore. And hey, you might land on this planet, and sweet, you start a colony, whatever. You start, you're a pioneer. And you're intentionally being a pioneer this time, as opposed to crash landing. Kind of neat, I would think. And then you've got tribe. Your tribe was destroyed by the great blood machine sent by the gods. Huh. Be a tribe, a faction. See, I'm not really wanting to do the faction tribe thing. I'm really not. And then there's also custom, which has there it goes, randomized seed. There you go. So you can randomize a seed, and it will give you a whole bunch of different things. Your faction will be a colony, start with 5 people, arrive in drop pods. Your tribe, and it adds all these things. All characters have a 58% chance to start with the trade Night Owl. Planet Killer, 309 days from that, and everything dies. Psychic Soothe, Hyperweaves, Map is, it gives you a whole bunch of things. Let's keep on randomizing a little bit. Slow, it gives you 120 years old. Good Lord. Yeah, it gives you a whole bunch, completely randomized kinds of things here. Arrive and drop pods, tribe, and it gives you, you can choose between. Can we do edit mode? Yeah, look, here we go. Summary. You can do your summary, the title, description, etc. Player factions, colony, starting people, arrival method, drop pods. You can do all that. Allowed age range, starting with a certain number of animals. It will disable incidents. Will never allow. Certain incidents will never be allowed. Certain buildings will never be allowed. Cannot sew. Oh wow, you can add things to this. How do you add? Add part. Oh, there it is. Add a part. Oh wow, look at that. Start near a kidney. Oh, this is kind of cool. So just massive amount of customization that you can do. And then obviously there's in the Steam Workshop, you've got lots of people who have already done scenarios. So Exile Tribe, Hangover, Fremen of Arrakis? Of Arrakis. Freemen. Or Tribe. Cannibals. Yeah, see, you can choose the percentage capability of whoever, what people are going to start with and things like that, and 5 in a million. It's a cool summary. Let's see what this actually is. So yeah, take a look at this one. You've got 5 people, the age, they're arriving in drop pods, 63% chance for cryo sleep sickness. You added a permanent map. This person added a permanent map condition. You start with these things and how things are scattered all around, etc. It's quite robust. The things that you can do in this scenario editor. What is this? Nutrient based. Ew. Tribe. Trying to figure out. I'm pretty sure tribes can only reach a certain level of can only reach a certain level of technology, so they wouldn't necessarily be. It's a lot of stuff for that guy. It would not be able to get some of the higher tech conceivably, but I don't know exactly. So we're gonna be a colony. But there are all these different things. Like you could just, for the role playing aspect and the backstory, it's inconceivable the amount of different variables that you can add into this. It's just amazing. So I thought about it, and I thought I would do the Lost Tribe because that's the new scenario. It's new. I'm not going to do that, though, because I did research, and basically the Lost Tribe sits, and I also played for several hours of it. The Lost Tribe starts at a level of Neolithic technology, and you can't upgrade that. So everything you do is 300 and 400% more technologically challenging to research than if you were colonists, for instance. And so I would be sitting there. I was in about 6 hours. And I still hadn't researched, even building. I had a level 18 researcher, and I built a research bench almost immediately, and had begun researching, and after 6 hours, I still had not got electricity. I mean, that was just ridiculous, especially with the fact that the Glitter World mod I have on here is massively past that. Just, it's way up there. So, I believe the Glitter World mod's going to add the significant amount of endgame content as opposed to the Lost Tribe, which, and you also don't even get gun turrets, so you would be sitting there dying to whatever centipede death machines would come out. So we're going to do Crash Landed. I'm going to hit next. We're going to go on the extreme with the random guy. Woohoo. Permadeath mode. Excellent. Let's randomize this seed here. Let's go with Albania. Get ourselves a big honkin' map. And generate. And here we are with the map. We've got ourselves large hills, a tropical rainforest, interesting marble, slate, and granite. So that sounds like fun. Advanced, though. Let's go ahead and drop this up to... Well, let's go with... No, let's go with the second highest. We're going to go with this one. I was contemplating about going big or going home with a bigger supersize, but I did notice there was a little bit of jitter after a certain point, and, with a machine that I have, this shouldn't happen, but the game isn't optimized for it. So as opposed to going down and playing this size, we're just going to continue with this one. So we're going to select our site and see our peeps. All right, and here we go. So let's take a look at our guys here. 43-year-old who's incapable of nothing. He's steadfast, so that's good. And he's heat tolerant, which is... okay. Social... what is this? Social 6 is pretty good. Animals 4 is meh. Mining 6 and has a sister, so that's good. Mining and construction, that's actually not a bad combo. Not high skills, but it is what that is. Now, Jung here cannot clean and cannot be scary, but he's a psychopath. And he's a sensitive psychic person and too smart. So we're actually... let's see, is this a woman? Yeah. This is going to be Artarius. ArtariousTGAT. Now, why am I doing that? Well, basically, take a look at this. He's got good animals, good medicine, good cooking, and good social. And he's got a passion for all these. And he can do everything. He only can't clean, so that's good. And he's also global work speed, a learning factor of 80%. So that's great. What does that mean, though? That means we've got here somebody who can be a warden and doctor and cook. So that's basically stay in the colony all the time. Now, yes, I could have him go out and do animals if I wanted to, but I think I'm not going to do that, even though he has the highest animal. I might. It'll depend on the situation. If there's a lot of food, a lot of cooked food, and a lot of medicine, no need for doctors, we might do it. Anyway, next guy, this inventor here, is a female, actually, so not a guy. She's nervous, but she's a hard worker, so that's good. Global work speed plus 20%. And she does have a brother, so that's good. She's good at crafting. She's good at growing with a massive passion for growing and good at research. So this is actually 170%. So this is plus 20% right here. So this is 170%. And this is, what is your global learn factor? Is, so that's 180% for all these skills and then research. That's also good. So he's also as good with research. So he's good for basically staying indoors all day. And the psychopath is good, though. He doesn't get any mood boosts from socializing, but he doesn't care about anybody else. He just doesn't care. It doesn't matter. He doesn't care about it. So that's actually pretty good in the grand scheme of things. So I really just... Grumpy the teacher is kind of grumpy. I don't like him very much. He's Gumpy. I'm sorry, Gumpy the teacher. He has not got a good spread. He's just got really one good thing is mining, and she's got growing, so that's good. Anyway, let's go ahead and hit the start button, take our people as they are, and generate le map. Okay. So that didn't change. Oh, smackaroons. This is a... Let's see here. Is that all plat? That can't possibly... I was going to say, could that possibly be plasteel? No, it's not. Is this all slate? Yeah. Slate's not very good for the defensive purposes. What is this? Is that an ancient area? That's probably going to be an ancient area. Is there any plasteel around? Because I don't see any. I'm looking for plasteel. Why am I looking for plasteel right off the bat? Well, the Glitter World mod uses it a lot. And I don't seem to have... There's a limestone wall. I don't appear to have any plasteel readily accessible. But we actually have... Huh. This is actually not that bad of a start. I'm not going to go up there. I'm not going to mine and have this as my base and then somehow get next to that thing and then unleash it and die. No, I'm not going to do that. What I am going to do, though, is I believe I'm going to... rebuild this. Have my people in there. Build another small... This is probably gonna be my main area right here. This is probably going to be the main area of everything. I'm gonna have to mine that out, and there's steel right there, so that's good. But oh, what is that? Oh, great! It's probably another place. And then this will be for growing. This is actually quite a big area for growing. So yeah, this is actually not terrible. So let's go ahead and get ourselves a structure here. Starts with wooden walls. Let's go ahead and build a wooden wall and a wooden door. A little bit more wood here. For storage. We'll zone this out. Let's go ahead and take a look at the furniture, do some wood beds. And do we have an animal? We do, we have a dog. Animal sleeping spot right there. That should be enough wood, actually, to do everything I need. Artarius, though. What is your shooting 302? Okay, so you're going to go ahead and get the rifle. You get the pistola. And you... the knife. Work related. We only got 2 firefighters now. Okay, fine. Everybody be a patient. Everybody bed rest. Everybody flick. And we need constructor. All haul. Sit everybody constructing as quickly as possible here. And then we'll get the growing. Oops, speed this up. Now, another thing I forgot to mention. Oh, 2 things really. I forgot to point this out. Up here at the top, we got the new person bar, basically. We can select, and it gives you at a glance of stuff that's going on with them. It'll tell whether they're a mental break, whether they're downed, whether they're injured, what they're doing, etc. So that's neat. And we also have, you can quite clearly see this is unroofed still. Now, why is it unroofed still? Well, now roofs don't just magically appear anymore. Roofs actually have to be built by the people, so it takes a little bit longer for a place to become completely habitable. But we'll see here in a second. maybe. There you go. There she's making... I'm making the walls. The roofs. And he's making the roofs. There we go. Look at that. And roofs are made. There we go. Everybody haul the stuff over here so they doesn't get destroyed. That tree. Cut that tree. Cut that tree. Oh, he's cutting all the trees. Okay, so now next we need to fertilize some area here. So we're going to go ahead and this area, it's called underflooring, and we got the tilled soil. Now for planting crops, because really, think about it, tilled soil is tilled soil. It's really not that difficult. Why it wasn't in the game before, I mean, maybe they just didn't think about it, but adding it to the game doesn't feel OP or wrong, because quite literally they've been doing that since the beginning of the time. You take a dowel and you just a little spade, or Jesus, a stick for God's sakes, and just dig a trench. Till the soil a little bit, you're good. So we're going to go ahead and till this soil. That will be potatoes. That'll be heel root. That'll be cotton. That'll be hops. And now you've got constructing fail, by the way. Look at that. That's kind of interesting. Basically, it gives you the possibility, the chance that it will fail in construction and you'll lose some of your materials because the person you utilize is a retard for construction purposes. But I believe, if I'm correct in this, is Artarius getting construction? Let's see here. Oh yeah, he is getting construction for it. Everybody sleep. Everybody's got the food. We need to get this stuff grown real quick, though. Actually, we can wait to do cotton. Can I cancel? Let's cancel the area. There we go. We can wait to do the cotton. We need the potatoes and the heel root. Oh, it's raining. It'll be so much better for the fertility of things. Grrr! Potatoes. Taters. Railroad. Hops. This is a lot of construction that we're getting done, so that's cool. Lots of wood. Starting mining this steel here. Cargo bogs, huh? Is that what that flicker on the screen was? Ooh, what is that? Slate blocks. I don't really care about that. We'll be getting slate blocks shortly. It's fine. Lots of wood. Wood is good. You know what? Since we're going to have so much wood, Who's the grower? Nope, you're 2. Who is the grower again? Molina. Everybody can hold. So Molina. Once you are arrested, Molina, sell the area. Get the potatoes growing. Eat first, then, I guess. Alright, we got potatoes. What is this at here? Growth rate 140%. That's great. That is amazingly good. Where's our miner? Gumpy. It's lost steel. Character. Look at that. Look at that. 150%. Wait a second. Artarius. It's only 150%. It should be giving me 180%. Well, maybe it actually is giving me 180%. Let's also put a wooden door right here. Why are you picking up that stuff? It's ridiculous. Plant them potatoes. Need a meal source. I'm getting there, guy. Who's got the poor mood? Artarius? That's the poor mood? Why? Oh, totally joy deprived. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, we got some joy for you. We got some joy for you right there. And how about a martial arts target? Right. I don't have any cloth. You watching? Oh, everybody's playing horseshoes. That's still compacted steel. It's a lot of compacted steel, guys. That's good. Come on, we need our potatoes. 27% grown in one day, so that's good. Sparta? Why not? That was a funny random name for it to choose for me. What are you up to, Gump? 6. But you're almost to 7. Here we go. Boom, 7. You haul all that wood, Artarius. Artarius, haul the berries, please. It's food. Food is required. And heal roots incoming. Excellent. Information. No, I don't need that. It's a lot of steel we got. How much steel do we actually have now? 615? It's not too bad. Okay. power, though. Let's see here. We can get the solar heavy power conduit, 5 steel with titanium, and a silicon. What? Let's take a look at our factions. Everybody's hostile except for these guys. They're hostile? The Orion Corp is hostile? And a commando squad is hostile? Oh, Lord. Oh, let's take a look here. Can we do zone area? We want the home area. We want to take that off, actually. We want that. Okay. We want the expand no roof area. Okay. Okay. Here's what we do need to do, though. We need a wooden wall, a wooden door. Now, these are going to be fun. These things, I've played with these a little bit in the nice 6 hours with the tribes. There's basically murder holes. You can build them, and you can shoot through them, but the enemy can't shoot through to you. So that's going to be interesting. So imagine this. Well, imagine a wall, hit points, and it will just suck up all that damage. And if you do them like 2 in a row, well, let's see. If we do it like this, I wonder if that would work. Anyway, you can double it up, and imagine with the slate or the marble, it'd be ridiculous. Super fun. So we're going to go ahead and build a walled off area there. We're going to build a walled area there. 2 doors. And this is going to be where we put our solar panels. Which we will need. But we should have the components. Oh wow, what? Don't we have the components? We should have the components. Well, we didn't get the solar panels up, but I'm going to go ahead and call the episode here because it is getting fairly long. I apologize for that, but I got a lot of information about what happened, what changed, for 14, and all the mods that I'm going to be using, which are great mods, and then some game. So we have a little bit of a good, decent start, possibly. So we'll kind of move on from there. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you consider subscribing and or liking and or commenting, telling me what you think. Also, don't forget that I will be more than willing to start another playthrough whilst doing this one for any kind of scenario that that somebody wants, that really wants it, and that I like, and I'll consider doing it. I won't guarantee I'll do it, but I'll consider it. So yeah. Throw me some comments about that if you are so inclined. But yep, once again, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode.